together, a rhythm. I feel it pulsing through me, the rhythm of the universe. You gotta hold on to me, so we can take this ride together, and we can feel like this forever.
Hey guys, Takisugi here with a new hero on Korean Lost Saga. This is hero 180, Pungsin. I know the translation said Fujin, and you can call it Wind God or whatever. Or you can say, you know, let's make Zhuge great again, Zhuge 2.0. But this is a rare hero, Pungsin, hero 180, so let's check it out here. So 3-hit basics, 1, 2, 3. Third hit we'll do a little knock up and knock back, mini knockback, not much to that. As far as juggle properties go with this, 1, 2, 3, you can see the knockback is not that much better when it comes to the air juggle. So it's just, you know, a means to an end. I think it's best to, you know, just do like, you know, 1, 2, and then you got enough height on the follow-up juggles with this guy. And you can keep doing that as long as you got passive. It helps to do that better than a third attack, because the third attack's going to lay them flat on the ground. You won't have much of a chance to follow up. So moving on to the passive meter. It's not really a passive, but it uses your 100-meter passive there. So hold D. You'll throw out a little tornado in a line that uses 50 meter of your passive. If you choose to press your D key while this is going out, it will create a tornado. It will pull someone up into the air, and it will slam them down. Keep in mind, this will hit grounded status as well. You got to trigger it quickly to get that. But if you do lift them off grounded, they will get quick rise. So keep that in mind if you're trying to, you know, prolong a lot of long combos. Is something to keep in mind. But pretty darn decent basic. I don't think it will break ice or anything. And unfortunately, you do lose passive on this guy when you swap. Let me see if it guard breaks. I doubt it. I doubt it. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if ice broke there or not, but that would be something to check out if that guard breaks. That would be pretty darn interesting if that guard braked. That would be pretty darn interesting. So, passive meter also does charge while you're moving around and jumping. It will not charge as you're attacking, however, so keep that in mind. But it is nice that it charges while you're jumping up and down and hopping around and whatnot. So moving on to the dash attacks. 2-hit light dasher. 1, 2. Second hit will feint. Pretty simple and straightforward. You don't need the first hit to connect to get that feint. Pretty darn decent. Your attacks also don't lift off feints. So, you know, your ideal follow-up off your feint is either doing your passive or the second hit of your air attack. That's what you want to go with. So, you know, get that feint and then get yourself a nice air combo starter, 1, 2, and then you can do, you know, a lot of stuff off that and, you know, do some crazy stuff. 1, 2, and you see it's got some limiters to them. You also have a dash hold D. Dash hold D, it requires 20 meter of your passive before you can initiate it, and as long as you let it rip, it'll keep going until your passive meter reaches 0, but it will continuously hit someone, and it looks like it does reset grounded status, but it may add a toggle element to it. I can't really test that on my own, but it does look like it would add a toggle element. If not, that would be pretty OP and really render Zhuge pretty darn useless. But this is a nice attack. You can use it off the first light hit there. And you can jump out of it to get a jump attack follow-up. So it works pretty darn nice for that, as long as you can time the jump attack follow-up. I like giving it like at least 3 ticks in order to get that jump attack follow-up, because you can see the momentum in the air gets a little higher depending on how long you hold it. And I'm unfortunately missing the jump attacks, but you get the gist of it. And again, it will lift off grounded, so if you want to use this as a way to get some combos going, you can do that. I don't know why I'm so bad with those jump attacks. It will work with those jump attacks, guys, but I'm just really scrubby lately on Lost Saga. So moving on to your air attacks. So you have a 2-hit light air attack. The first hit is kind of a mini half-feint flincher. Second hit's a slam down. So, you know, connecting with both of these, not super easy. You got to have the right angle for it, but the main thing is you want that second hit to land. That's the main thing. You also have a double jump on this character, by the way. He uses like a little wind gust poof, right, like so. Just something to point out right there, and that does still work with your air attacks and whatnot. Also, you have an air hold D. You can use the air hold D off your light attacks too, by the way. I don't think you can use it. You can't use it after second light attack. but the air hold D only uses 25 meter of your passive. It will launch someone up. They will get quick rise status if you get them on the, even if they're standing, so they get quick rise status, but not too bad to follow up with. It's a little bit tricky to get it landing on a quick rise status individual. But, you know, you do have limiters to this where you can't just keep spamming it over and over like so. Like you can see he gets put flush to the ground like so right there. But it's still darn decent. I mean, it does hit grounded as well, so if you get it like in a pinch and you want a nice ground setup, there you go. And then you can use that hold D, and then you can do a little bit more, and you can see the, you know, the limiter comes into effect eventually, like so. But pretty darn decent air attack, and you'll probably be using this a lot since it's more passive meter efficient, because it only uses 25 compared to your hold D using 50. And, you know, your dash hold D. Your dash hold D is probably going to be something you use towards the end of your combos or so. You know, because of that toggle stats, it'll give you time to, you know... you can block out of that, by the way, if I didn't mention that. Yeah, because of that toggle stats, you can, like, do a quick version of that with, like, the 20 meter trigger. And then you can do, like, a skill to get a nice little reset. So, it works nice, works nice. So, moving on to defensive properties. I haven't actually tested the defensive properties. Let's see what they are. Let's see if I got any recoveries. Do not see any recoveries. Let's see if I got any half-feint counters. Make sure he doesn't launch me up. Nothing on the weapon scale. We do have a deflect if you didn't notice. We are getting random deflects. Nothing on the armor scale. Looks like the only thing we got is a deflect on the characters. So, that's right as rain with me. That's right as rain with me. So, let's go back over here and check out our skills. Thank you, robot buddies. Weapon skill. Weapon skill, you summon like a little mini tornado typhoon kind of deal, and it'll slush people around inside of it, and then it'll plop them out. So not too bad, not too bad. You can't air trigger it, but I'm pretty sure that it hits grounded, and it does hit grounded, and I'm sure it will hit, you know, multiple people at once as well. So, you know, it is a very big AoE skill. Moving on to the armor skill. The armor skill, you rush forward at someone, hit them, looks like about 10 times, and then they get a hard stun status off of this effect here. Let's see how it works on a crowd here. Let's see how it works on a crowd. It like automatically targeted DevK, and now I gotta put away my crowd because I get super laggy. I've got too many heroes, even on Korean Lost Saga now. Alright, let's try this again with the crowd. Yep, it does hit quite a few people, and it looks like it branches out as well, so... very interesting how that performs on a crowd. Also, you can air trigger this, and you can aim the direction you air trigger it as well. So I went to the right there, just to show you how the distance is on it. But you can change direction. So, you know, bada bing, there you go. You can get a nice surprise hard stun. Maybe you want a dash attack after this. You can do whatever you like, though. So moving on to the helmet skill. Helmet skill. You can also trigger this in the air. I'm just going to do the air trigger just to show you. Become a little tornado, you send out a bunch of tornadoes initially, and then you're just popping someone around. And this lasts quite a while, so it's not too shabby, not too shabby, not too bad. And it does hit grounded, as you saw there. So, trinket skill. Trinket skill, I'm going to go down here with the robot buddies just to demonstrate this one. Keep an eye on DevK up there if you may. I'm just going to, you know, zoom out here while I trigger this trinket skill. I'm going to stand right dead center in the middle here. And there it comes. So you can see DevK, he got fall damage, and so did all the robots around me. So what this is, it's just a skill that summons tornadoes from far off distances on the map, and they all kind of follow in towards you and, you know, convene on your position wherever you're running. Pretty darn nice considering how far it travels. You know, it's very, very interesting how that works right there. I don't think it hit any robots right there, but... you never know. Looks like it did follow me long enough to hit that robot there, so not too bad there. That's a pretty nice trinket skill, I'll give it that. Let me try and go ahead and do it on a grounded opponent here. Let's see if it gets here in time. It did not get here in time. I'm going to have to be a little bit quicker, I think. How am I going to do this? Alright, summon it quickly. Summon it quickly. Come on. There we go. So it does hit grounded. That's interesting. I like that. I like that. That's a good skill. So that'll do it for Pungsin, guys. You know, very interesting kind of character, very nice passive mechanic, especially if this guard breaks. That's a guard breaker. Holy crap, right? I mean, he's got nice little combos going on. You know, he does require passive management, so he does require a little bit of thought compared to other characters where you can just, you know, mash on your keyboard or just, you know, close your eyes and play. So he does require a little bit of passive management, but he's got some decent combos, decent damage. He's got pretty darn nice skills as well. I mean, that's to be expected for a rare hero, I would say, but you know, nice stuff he's got going on with him. So let's try a little combo before we end in the video. I'm sure you guys seen the Koreans do it already, and I've already screwed it up. I triggered it way too quickly. Wait for that 100-meter passive, boom. So I'm gonna try to, you know, mimic the Koreans kind of combo here. So they do this. No, they do the slam down off that one, don't they? Let me try again. So they do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, right? And then they do this. 2. Oh wait, maybe I did that wrong. I think they do one hit, then hold D, and then they do a kind of another double hit, and then they skill. Actually, it might do this, and then they skill. That would make the most sense, I think. That would make whatever. You get some ideas for some combos. He's got some nice potential for combos. You can be a little bit creative. By the way, the dash hold D is pretty nice on a crowd. By the way, I didn't really mention that, but isn't that cool right there? Isn't that cool? That's pretty nice. I like that. I like that. So it's gonna be a nice character, guys. It's gonna be a nice character. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you next time. We are going to make Zhuge Liang great again. Crooked Zhuge.